I had to do it strategically, thinking like, yo, I need to go in there at a time when the girl is not going to be on her lunch break. Because I can't afford for this girl to, you know, be on her lunch break. Obviously, best case scenario, I catch her on the street, but I know my luck is not going to allow me to catch her on the street. Anyway, boom, man's got in the estate agent now, yeah? You got to be smooth with it, man. Smooth. Hey, listen, I ain't no Riz King or whatever they want to call it, but trust you, man's approached 1,000 girls. Don't mean I've got 1,000 numbers. Don't get it twisted. Most time, girl will say no. What I'm saying is, man's done every approach possible. Yeah. Now, before I end the live stream, yeah, press 1 if you want to know about the best approach ever. I need 21s. Yeah, I'll tell you about the time where I didn't even get the girl's number, but it was the best approach ever, really. Like, man's heart was like this, yeah? Funny enough, you say Heady one, obviously, I worked for Home Haringey at the time, and my office was at Broadwater Farm. It is still there now, to my knowledge, yeah? So man, I used to go to Broadwater Farm every day to sign in. I mean, not every day I had to go there, but that's where my office was. So we'd have to go there to go and collect work and whatnot. And that. So anyway, boom. So was I an apprentice? Don't know if I was an apprentice. I think I was qualified. Yeah, I was qualified, but I didn't have a van. I was using my old blue Honda Civic. And me and some of my work colleagues, so big up man like D and one other you, he's a dickhead still, so I ain't gonna say his name. But anyway, all 3 of us were on a little project where we would only go into old people's houses and fit a smoke alarm system where when the smoke alarm goes off, it notifies this call center, and then they will potentially notify the fire brigade if they phone up this tenant whose smoke alarm has gone off and they haven't got a response, or the tenant says there's a fire, yeah? So anyway, I had to go to Bounds Green. Bounds Green is in the Haringey borough, but it's like no man's land. Nowadays, there's probably a gang in Bounds Green, but back in my day, if you was from Bounds Green and you was on road, you was repping Wood Green. Bounds Green did not have no one like that, but now there's probably a gang there. Someone put down in the chat if there's a gang there in Bounds Green. There probably is. There's a gang everywhere. The fact that there's a gang in fucking Enfield Town now is beyond me. I could kind of believe that there's a gang in Palmer's Green because there was some guys in Palmer's Green that were linked up with N9 man back in the day and that. But anyway, so we had to go to Bounds Green, yeah, to carry out this project. Now my manager, big up man like Andy, he sent me to Bounds Green one day, yeah, to just go knocking on some doors, just to see if the tenants are in and liaise with them and say, look, it's Monday today. If you're in on Wednesday, we'll come back on Wednesday to fit this alarm system. So I had to go down to Bounds Green. It's during the afternoon, like 1 o'clock, like lunchtime. Yeah, so boom. Gone down to Bounds Green, knocked on a couple tenants' doors, whatever. Started making my way back towards like Tottenham, let's say, yeah? Well, towards Wood Green, let's say, because I'm in Bounds Green. Right near Bounds Green Station, I'm jamming there in my car, and I got eagle eyes, yeah? I'm sitting in my car in traffic at the lights, and I see one thing that's inside the favorite chicken and chip shop. Now, I don't know if there's a favorite chicken and chip shop now at Bounds Green Station, but there was back then. This is like 014, 015, yeah, them sort of times there, yeah. I'm sitting in my car now, and I can just see like it's kind of like dark inside because of the way the light's reflecting on that, so it's tinted inside, so you can't really see. But I can see from this girl shit, like, yeah, this thing's all right still. So anyway, boom. So I'm sitting there in my car, anyway. So the traffic starts moving, yeah. And as the traffic starts moving, because obviously I'm at traffic lights now, but I'm not right at the lights. I'm like 7 cars down. The traffic starts moving, and the girl comes out. I'm like, yo, that thing's all right. So I'm like, fuck, how can I pull over to go move to this thing? I think I drove in the wrong way, you know, like the no entry. I'm sure there was a no entry, but I believe I drove in the wrong way to try and pull up to move to this thing. Anyway, boom. So the girl's got a chicken and chips, and she's walking towards my direction, but I have to drive past her to find a parking space and that. So boom, man's hopped out the spaceship. Big up Nines for that track still. I've hopped out. It ain't no spaceship. My car was fucked as well. Yeah. Anyway, it hopped out now. And anyway, as I've hopped out now, like I've tried to see where she's gone now, innit? Now there's only potential 4 places she could have gone into and that, innit? Yeah. So man's walking now, trying to look into the shops to see where she's gone. And I clocked. I think maybe I saw her going to the estate agent. There was a King's estate agents on this little shop, this little shop terrace or whatever, on the street. So boom. So she's gone in there now, innit? Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, how am I gonna get away with walking in there and drawing this thing? Yeah. So I used to have these business leaflets on me, innit? Yeah. And I went back in my car, got a business leaflet, and walked in there to try and act like man's gonna try and promote business, which I used to do. I used to go into estate agents and that to try and give out my business leaflets and that to try and get a little business and that, even when I was still working at Home Harringay, innit? So boom, man's rolled up in there now, innit? Yeah. And I'm looking around, I can't see this thing, but she walked in there. So I'm like, where the fuck is she? So there was one Asian brother, and there was like one Cypriot, Greek or Turkish Cypriot girl in there, innit? Yeah. So boom. So I walked in there, looked around, I'm like, fuck. So anyway, the guy's like, how can I help you? I'm like, oh yeah, I just come to promote some business, innit? Yeah. So I've got the business leaflet in my hand. So anyway, I just gave it to him. I'm like, fuck. These times I'm in the shop, yeah, the guy's like, what services do you provide? And that, and I was telling him, innit, I'm inside the estate agents, I can hear her in the back. There's a back room. She's eating the chicken and chips. I can hear the plastic bag rustling. I'm like, fuck. So anyway, boom. Man's left now, innit? Yeah, I'm like, fuck it, it's done, it's over, innit? Cool. About a week later or something like that, big up my manager, Andy, at the time, yeah. He said, Jay, I need you to go back to Bounds Green, yeah? So you can go and knock some of the other tenants' doors because some of them, obviously, they didn't answer or whatever. Really. So boom. So let's say he told me that on a Wednesday afternoon. Yeah? So I'm like, yo, tomorrow I gotta go and carry out this mission, innit? Yeah. So anyway, man never get nervous approaching gal and that. But if you look at the situation, yeah, I'm having to go and roll up into an estate agent in front of people and approach a girl. Like it's different approaching a girl at a bus stop or in a shop or something, because it's just different, isn't it? Yeah, you're in there, you're in and you're out. But I'm having to walk into a place of work and draw a tick. So blood, that was the only time in my life, yeah, I had to psych myself up the previous day. But me, I will never back down from a challenge. Like me, I'm in my head, like I'll challenge myself. Like if I don't do it, I'll say you're a pussy and I won't be able to live with it. Yeah. Like so anyway, so I'm like, fuck, these times man's heart beat. This is the day before, you know. So anyway, boom, man's thinking about it all evening and that. Yeah. Boom, got up in the morning and that. So my manager said, yeah, you need to go there between like 12 and 3 o'clock to try and liaise with these tenants and that. So boom, so I said, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the tenant's house, knock a couple doors, and then go down and then go and see if I can move to this girl, innit? So anyway, so gone knock the tenant's doors and that. They didn't answer the door, or I spoke to a couple of them. I was like, fuck it, it's over. Showtime right now, yeah? Boom. Every minute that was passing by, yeah, man was getting more nervous and more nervous. And like I said, man don't get nervous, yeah? Anyway, so I've parked up my car. I've headed towards the estate agent and that now. And I had to do it strategically, thinking like, yo, I need to go in there at a time when the girl is not going to be on her lunch break. Because I can't afford for this girl to, you know, be on her lunch break. Obviously, best case scenario, I catch her on the street, but I know my luck is not going to allow me to catch her on the street. Anyway, boom, man's got in the estate agent now, yeah? And that same Asian youth, do you know, I think it might even be Turkish as well. This same Turkish youth is sitting in the same position. That's his desk and that. So boom, as I walked in now, the guy's like, how can I help you? I said, as I walked in, the chick is in there. Yeah. So it's game on now. Yeah. So boom, as I walked in, she's looked up. Not looked up like, oh, who's up? She just looked up, the door's gone in. She's looked up, but she's got some customers, these two old white people. She's sitting at a desk that's at the back of the estate agent. It's all within view though, but there's some stairs and whatever in it, yeah? So boom, so as I walked in, she's looked up. She's got this old couple, they got their back to me, she's facing me in it. So the guy said to me, how can I help you? I said, I've come to speak to her. So she was like, okay, I'll be with you in a minute, yeah? Anyway, the guy was like, you sure I can't help you? I was like, nah, I need to speak to her. Innit? Blood. So I'm standing up there in the estate agent. The guy's there, that same random chick that was in there before, she's in there. The chick that I've come looking for, she's in there with an old couple in it. I stood up there for like 5 minutes. This girl, I think I sat down actually, yeah. This girl was jumped up, come downstairs. This thing was nice, 9 out of 10, straight wifey material, straight, yeah. This thing has come bouncing down the stairs and that. She's like, how can I help? I said, I think you better sit down. She was like, what? I was like, yo, I'm not even gonna mess about with you, yeah. I came in here to get your number, you know. I saw you the other day come from favorites, yeah. Bro, I had to just be upfront and honest. Like, there's none of this, oh, what's your name? Fuck that bullshit, man. I had to be straight honest, yeah. I came in here to get your number. I saw you here last week or whatever day it was, yeah. She was like, oh, that's so nice, but I'm engaged or whatever. I was like, yeah, that guy knows exactly what he's doing. I said, here, take my leaflet. If he messes you about, hit me up. Yeah. The amount of sweat that was probably pouring down my head. But yeah, I didn't get the girl's number really, but that was like the most nervous time I've had approaching a girl. I said to myself, if I do this, well, when I do this beforehand, I said, when I do this, if there's any other time where like you shuffle, you stall a little bit, or you don't approach a girl, you never have to feel bad about it. Yeah. Although that never really happens or anything like that, you never need to feel bad about it. But this is the ultimate one. Yeah. But the thing was nice, some mixed race thing. She had like an Indian look to her, but I think she was just straight, like just mixed race. Yeah, that was mad still. That was like 015, 014 them times there, boy. Woo hey. Yeah. I wonder what happened with that that relationship there, boy.